I salute you, the city boy family, wherever you are. Today, we saw the red cap senators fighting in the red chambers. The red cap senators were so angry today to the point that we saw them fighting. The red cap senators, they were so angry, and we saw them fighting today in the house, in the red chambers. What could have or what must have triggered this kind of anger within the red cap chiefs or the I say red cap chiefs? The red cap senators, they were so angry today in the red chambers. Oh boy, the anger no be small thing. Did you see the red cap senators today in the red chambers? They were so angry today. There must be something that is making the red cap chambers, the red cap senators to be so angry. And I noticed something specifically. It was only the red cap senators, they were only one angry. What could have triggered their anger? Are they angry because of Godswill Akpabio, or because they don't like what Godswill Akpabio is doing, the leadership of Godswill Akpabio? How come it's only the red cap senators that are so angry? Did you notice it? I noticed it. I pay attention to it because you see, we always investigate things. So the red cap senators today, they were so angry today in the red cap chambers. What is your thought about this? What would have made you to think that it's something must have triggered only the red cap senators, that they were so angry to the point that they say, you have done your worst, you have done your worst. How can you give us only, how can you every time you give us leaders, how can every time you are only one give us leaders? And it's like, looking at it, it's like they were attacking the uncommon senate president Godswill Akpabio. And today I posted the video, I posted the video, and some people, they were angry with me that the red cap senators, that they are fighting for their right. Eh? So red cap senators are fighting for their right in the red chambers. Are they supposed to be fighting for their right, or they are supposed to be fighting for the people? Please, I know some of you ignore a lot of things because they are your brothers, but this time around we are not going to ignore it. Are you getting me now? I noticed the red cap senators challenging. I don't know whether it was a challenge or whether they were voicing their jealousy or their anger on the uncommon senate president Godswill Akpabio, because that is the only way I can describe it. Because how come only some few red cap senators, they were the only ones so angry? What do you think actually transpired in the red chambers today that made these people to be so angry? Some of you, you may not have seen it because it was a very long one. Some people cut it out, and then we always get some information, and I was able to get it. Let me play to you that section. That section of the man. He was so mad. He was so angry. I think I must have gotten the section where I cut it out. So why did you think the red cap senators today were so angry? They were so angry. And then I was looking at Tony Nwoye. Immediately I went and look at his senatorial district. Many of you know that Tony Nwoye, one of the red cap senators, is from Anambra North. My brother, if you go to Anambra North, you will regret. Go to Anambra North, you will see nothing. You see, these people, and somebody put in my comment section that, oh, he's fighting for his right. I said, oh, so he's fighting for his right. Somebody say he's fighting for a juicy committee. Please let me play so that if you have not listened to it, you will hear it now. Pay attention to this. Listen, are we your slave? Else you can suspend me here. Well, let me take it to another place where it might be a little bit better. So the man was so angry. And from what he's saying, he's angry because maybe they did not give him one position or the other. Or there's a committee that they are trying to set up. Maybe they did not make him the leader, or they did not make whoever he thought or he nominated. So he's so angry. How every time you take us as a this, you pay attention to this. Every time you keep on picking leadership for us. We are not your slaves. Why do you think he's so angry? Can you see the red cap? That is the red cap. That is why we are calling him red cap. We are calling them, all of them, see, they wear red cap there. The red cap senators. They are the red cap senators. If you are watching from YouTube or any other channel, the red cap senators. He was so angry. He said, how come? He was talking directly to Godswill Akpabio. Does Godswill Akpabio have the right alone to select anybody or to make any decision in the red chambers? No. So for me, I feel that there is this anger that is within them, the red cap senators. There is this anger, especially that Obi, their brother, did not make it. All their plans did not make it. You understand me? All their plans did not work because they thought that they would remain in the red chambers to use it to as a problem for the senators or for President Tinubu. They thought that few of them in the red chambers with the red cap senators that they will be able to use it to torment the government. Remember when they started, how they all started? They were challenging. Ojo Sakalu was part of it. Today, I'm not even hearing about Ojo Sakalu. See, Tony Owoye should learn a lesson. Go and ask Ojo Sakalu what happened to him. I say, do you know how many senators they have in the Nigerian Senate? Only the red cap senators were the ones that are so mad today. There must be something. It must be that jealousy that is now voicing out. Remember, Obasanjo came out the other day. He was angry about that Nigerian democracy is not working. But he was the one that brought the democracy that kept us in this suffering. So. And then Atiku came out the same and said, oh, democracy is not working. But they were there. They were leading the country. Buhari was there. They never condemned the democracy. Ojo Sakalu, the same. You understand me? Today, Ojo Sakalu is not making... See, Tony Owoye. Why did you allow yourself to be used? After all, in your constituency, Anambra North, there is nothing to write him about. See, please, keep your mouth shut. You don't even have any mouth. Apart from Godswill Akpabio being the senator or as a senate president is more than you. That is the truth. If you go to the constituency of where Godswill Akpabio came from, you will remove your shoe and be walking with your bare feet. Are you getting me now? Because if you see what Akpabio have done in his own constituency, you don't have mouth. So please, these red cap senators, it's like they are learning a lesson. It's not every time you people will be sending me threats. Somebody just sent me threats this evening. Maybe if I have time, I will play it for you because I'm going to put a little bit of documentary to expose to you what we have been telling you, that we understand them. They are a bunch of criminals. IPOP, Biafra, Obingos, they are a bunch of criminals. They are looking for where to steal. Remember how they claim Lagos? I told you before. That's why during the election period, I told the Yoruba people in Lagos that these IPOP Biafra criminals, they are doing the same thing. They are claiming Lagos as their own. And immediately we saw the video from that Eze. Remember that Eze that said they are going to bring IPOP to Lagos. Today, where is he? That is the same thing. I told you before that the reason why I do not support anybody to say that Lagos is not a no man's land is because we know that is what they are doing at Akwa Ibom. We have evidence everywhere. I'm going to put a short video to show you. You understand me? I've just a short video because I have a documentary of all their threats and everything. And sometimes I even have their pictures. I have their real pictures. You understand me? I will show you later. So now, when you watch that video very, very well, you will see, you will see that there is this anger within the spirit of the red cap senators. Many of you don't understand that. Go and find out the meaning of red cap senators. There's a connotation. Find out the meaning of red cap chiefs, where it was found. The only region, the only place that the red cap chiefs was established. Go and find out. Then you understand the connotation between the red cap chiefs and the current red cap senators in the Nigerian Senate. You understand. In fact, we understand that ever since Godswill Akpabio became the uncommon Senate president in the red chambers, they are not happy because he used to be the Igbos. He used to be the Igbos. That is the primary anger of the red cap senators. They will not focus on how to bring development to their place. They are not. They will not focus on how to build their chambers. They will not. When I do a video, somebody come to my inbox and be angry. He's so angry. My brother. That is, I want you to pay attention to what would have made him to be so angry. It's not that they deprive him of his allocation to take it to develop his own constituency. No, they did not deprive him. What would have made this man, Tony Owoye, to be so mad at the uncommon Senate president? Pay attention to him. That alone shows you that there is this anger within them. It's in their heart. Bunch of criminals. See, he went straight. Something happened in the red chambers. What got his attention was how Godswill Akpabio was elected. Remember, that is the anger that can never go away because the story has changed. I said for so many years, the Igbo people have always been the Senate president, or if not Senate president, the deputy Senate president. It has always been like that. So ever since Godswill Akpabio emerged, this anger has been so dredging that they can do anything. You understand me? They can do anything. You understand me? Because they are so very, very, very angry. When I say Igbo people, please, innocent people, people that are genuine should not feel angry. But what we are saying, we cannot keep quiet about it. You understand me? We can't keep quiet about it. I'm waiting to hear the consequences that they will give to Tony Nwoye, because if they allow, I want to send a very strong message to the red chambers. If you can hear me well. According to our prophet and prophetess. You see, if you allow Tony Nwoye to just go and commit this, in fact, these atrocities in the red chambers and go and sleep and nothing is done about it, my brother, just know that the red chambers will soon collapse. if Tony Nwoye is not punished for this thing that he did, my brother, just know that there is a looming problem coming in the red chambers. You understand me? Please, if you have anything you want to send to me on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp is everywhere. You can see it. Go to my page, you will see my WhatsApp. Okay. I want you to listen to understand that is this something that must be tolerated? Remember, they always cause nuisance everywhere. It doesn't matter where they are. I've told you before. It's in the blood. It doesn't matter who he is. Whether it is Chimamanda who claimed to be whatever in America, you will still see that blood. Whether it is Obing, you will still see that blood. Whether it's in the Senate House, you saw it. All you Sokalu, he still displayed it. It's in the blood. What I'm telling you is a reality. Forget it. It is now time for Nigerians and everybody, even the federal government, to know that this is the kind of people that we have. How are we going to deal with them? How are we going to live with them? How are we going to resolve this issue? Because if we don't understand this, then we are deceiving ourselves. It will never change. Now, when you listen to him speak, he went straight first to attack the authenticity of how Godswill Akpabio became a senator, became a Senate president. I want to play it again so that you pay attention to it. Listen, I want to pay attention because some of you might not notice it. Even the Senate president might not understand Godswill Akpabio, but I believe he understands. He's listening to. He will get my message. You understand me? There must be punishment for every unlawful action or unlawful act taken by any individual for us to be able to have a successful society. That is what must happen. If there is no punishment for what Tony Nwoye has done today, forget it. You have given room to a greater problem that is coming in the Senate. Now, but I want you to pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Did you hear that? So if you have a disagreement, did you hear what he said? If there's a problem, maybe they are trying to select a leader in a committee. How does that have to do with we are not a slave? Every time you select a leader for us, the way you were elected is the same way we were elected. There is something that the Senate president must pay attention. You understand me? There is something that the Senate president must pay attention to and must not allow it to slide. Are you getting me now? I must not allow it. I salute all of you. Thank you very much. I see all of you. Hello, Sunday. You are using fake name. Samuel Chuku Debelu. Good day, Isima. We love you. I love you too. Thank you very much. I salute you. Thank all your comments. I see all your comments. But let's deal with this first. Are you getting me now? So you listen to the anger in this man. And if you pay attention, if you watch that video very well, I put it on my page. Go and watch it. You will notice that all the red cap senators, they were in support. There's one man that married that what's his name? That actor. What's that little girl? He was there. He was there pushing him, saying something to push him. You understand me? Saying something to push him to continue. Tony Nwoye should go and ask Orji Uzor Kalu what happened to him. That is the story. You understand? So, but that is by the way. But I want to draw the attention of the Uncommon Senate president. If you are smiling and smile, because you are always smiling, I love you. The Uncommon Senate president, Godswill Akpabio. This is not a smiling issue. This is not a smiling issue, Godswill Akpabio. I understand that you marry an Igbo woman. You are always carried away. But you see, this time around, you need to understand the plot. You understand me? Because you have taken so many things away from the red cap senators. They used to be Senate president before. You take it away from them. Senate president or deputy president. You take it away from them. Godswill Akpabio, they are so mad at you. You understand me? Because now, because there are just few of them. Remember how they ganged up against you? Remember? Orji Uzor Kalu, they ganged up against you, Godswill Akpabio. Remember what I'm telling you? Let it not be like you did not hear the voice of your own brother giving you this information. I'm giving you this information because they are so mad. Right now, there is nothing they can do anymore to succeed. The only thing they want to do is to cause division in the red chambers. Now, because everything, they have exhausted everything. They have exhausted all their gimmicks. The only thing they wanted to do is to come out on the street. It will never work. The coming out on the street will never work because the government will not take it lightly with them. Now, the only thing they can do is to start bringing problems in the red chambers. And then you can see how they ganged up. Only few of them, because you'll be asking, you know how many senators? You understand me? In the house. Only few red chamber or red cap senators were the one that was so mad. And his focus was, how did Godswill Akpabio became a Senate president? That all of us were also elected the way he was elected. That how come we are not your slaves? We are not your this. I get me now. This is Junior Savage. Junior Savage say, keep deceiving yourself. My brother, we have been deceiving ourselves today and we have been successful. Have you been successful? Where is your Biafra? Where is your Obi? Were you able to stop election in Imo State? My brother, we don't believe in making noise. Come on, get out. I don't have time for you. You understand me? Now, let me play that again because you need to get something. You understand me? Listen to that. Listen.
Every time you keep on picking leadership for us. We are not your slaves. Whether you like it or not, the way you are elected will be the way we are elected. We are not your slaves. The way you are elected was the way we are elected. How you can suspend me? You have done your worst, Mr. President. What do you mean by that? You have done your worst. You have done your worst. You have put us to the wall.
That was his anger. He said, you have pushed us to the wall, that every time you keep selecting leaders for us. How is it possible for Godswill Akpabio to select any leader for them? Do you know how many senators is in the house? How is it possible? How is it possible? So, what Tony Nwoye displayed here is the mindset of all the red cap senators. They are so mad. He said, you have done your worst. What does that mean? You have done your worst. You have taken what belongs to us. You see that? You have done your worst. You have taken what belongs to us. Do you understand that? You have done your worst. You have taken what belongs to us, because he compared it to how you became a Senate president, that the way you were elected was the same way all of us were elected. So how come every time you select leader for us? You see that? They were not just attacking Godswill Akpabio. They are attacking the president himself. It's a message that they are passing through, because they know that the Senate president will not do anything without maybe approval or discussion with the president. So that is what they are now doing. Okay. You understand me? Okay, I salute you. I salute you. I salute you. Are you getting me now? You understand me? So that is what they are doing. Their primary mission, the red cap senators in the red chambers, their primary mission was to subdue President Tinubu government, because what they wanted to do is that every time there is something, or there's a bill, or there is a policy, or there is a project that will bring out in the house, they will stop it. But right now, because it's like they are seeing themselves that they are not in position, they are not positioning themselves, they are not giving position that will enable them to do that. So they are mad. They are so mad that first of all, Godswill Akpabio became a senator, became a senate president, which they're supposed to be there, according to their story. Ojus Okalu said it. And now he's taking all their position. And it's not giving them, they are not feeling that they will be in a capacity to stop President Tinubu, because everything that they are trying to do is to stop President Tinubu. Are you getting me now? They want to make sure that they, talk down on the president, or make the government to look stupid and all kinds of things. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Tony Nwoye, I ask again, go to Anambra North, his senatorial district, my brother, you will regret. But if you go, these are the people that they say they are big men. You understand that kind of big men? They are big men, oh, but if you go to where they come from, there's nothing to write about. This is Joshua Chukwuemeka. Wait. Now you will understand the reason why they are so angry with me, because they know that we understand the game that they are playing. Are you getting me now? I just want to read some of your comments before I continue. Okay, because there's something that somebody said. Thank you very much, Adediji Wasiu. Please confirm if you think that what I'm saying is wrong. Please let me know. If you think that what I'm saying is wrong, please, I can give you more evidence. I get it. Because do you know why I don't bring more evidence? Because we have defeated them. President Tinubu defeated them all angles. See, what I'm telling you, do you know what it means for an Igbo, what do they call it? Igbo Labour Congress chairman to fail in his attempt? He has tried more than 10 times to call on a nationwide protest, but he failed. You don't understand. President Tinubu defeated them in everywhere. You understand me? They are so mad. Let them look for anything, they cannot succeed. but that is not my conversation today. My conversation is about the red cap senators. I get me now, guys. I don't have much time. I just came to have this conversation. Now, Kehinde Yusuf say, Isima, now you get the message. They are not happy with Tinubu because Tinubu is his Akpabio support. We all know that. Exactly. Thank you very much. That is the questioning. When you receive it, they say they are questioning Akpabio, because I know that Akpabio cannot do anything without the eyes having it. Let the eyes have it. Understand me? There must be support of everybody. So he said, how can you, every time, the way you came as a Senate president, the same process, all of us came. Every time you select a leader for us, that we are not slaves. It means it's a message. They are not sending it to Akpabio. They are sending that message to President Tinubu. They understand what they are saying. Are you getting me now? So Olu Akambi say, and they look down on Calabar people. I will tell you that story about what they are trying to do in Akwa Ibom. I told you that they are a bunch of criminals. Simon Ekpa and his brothers, they are now campaigning in Akwa Ibom. I told you that they want to steal Akwa Ibom, just like the way they wanted to steal Lagos. We know the story. It's not just Akwa Ibom. They want to steal Bayelsa. They want to steal Delta. They want to steal Edo and join and put us in their Biafra. That failed big time. I have many evidence, guys. That is why they are so mad with me. And I will play you, let me play you an audio of one of them. I have his pictures and everything. I'm going to put the video later. Are you getting me now? So let me show you, to let you know that they are so mad that we know their criminality to be caught and they will never succeed. Now, let me play the video of one of the guys sending threats to me. Please, I want you to pay attention to the video. Pay attention.
Sit down, or go and sit down. Plus, you know, you be very careful the way you talk. The way you talk, the way you very, very careful the way you talk to people. If you are in Europe, if anywhere I get in Europe, whether you did Mali, whether you did for Swiss, Germany, anywhere you did, if anywhere I get, I'm going to beat you. Plus, you don't have respect. You don't have respect for people. Plus, you don't become your mates. Like, you be a social media talk to people when they are like. You'll be like, you're very stupid. Who told you that if they arrested Matthias? Talk what belongs to you. Don't talk nonsense. Anywhere I see you, I swear God I can't see that I will beat you up. But I don't have respect. People just talking on Facebook, but talking about insulting people anyhow. I'm really evil man. I'm here, you know, in the everything. You don't reach my slippers are really there. You talk about to come to buy people. Anywhere I see you, I'm going to beat you up. Are you crazy? You don't stop this nonsense. Every time I say you for your name, anyway, I'll find you. You don't insult Mazin Nandikalo.
Are you hearing?
And I'll watch your video. But the lock way again. Do you know what lock way again?
Listen, no.
You're not in Nigeria. I wish in Nigeria, but this time I don't bury you alive. I wish you in Nigeria. I wish you're in Nigeria. By this time, nobody will hear about you again.
Did you hear what he said? He said that he wished that in Nigeria, that by this time nobody for hear about me, that if I don't bury me. They say if I don't, I have plenty of this. I have plenty of this. You hear them? I'll play it again. I want you to pay attention so that you understand that they know that we understand it. My brother, if you see the serious campaign that IPOP criminals are doing in Akwa Ibom, Calabar, you'll be shocked. What are they looking for in Akwa Ibom? Are they criminals true? My brother, I have confirmed to you that these IPOP Biafra people from the southeast, they are a bunch of criminals. I will show you evidence.
You know, insult Mazin
Listen.
Last time, and I'll watch your video. But the lock way again, do you know what lock way again? They're not in Nigeria. I wish in Nigeria, but this time I don't bury you alive. I wish you in Nigeria. I wish you're in Nigeria. By this time, nobody will hear about you again. I swear God, I can say, nobody will hear about you again. We won't make you because of your being that UK there. That's why I'm talking anyhow. You can sort Mazin and you can be how we like. Be very careful. Talk about your Calabar. Talk about your Calabar. If you people alone, you don't send, you don't even know, you don't even recognize hand. Where from people land. Be very careful the way you talk people, bro. Be very careful. You watch your eyes. Be very careful. Last time you saw anything people do be. Enough is enough for that nonsense. Look at this rat. That is good. Don't even reach anything. Don't even reach any pain. That you go and be out for leg. That you woke up in the morning because of see to Facebook. They are talking anyhow.
Do you understand now? So that is the reason why Tony Nwoye in that wearing red cap senator. That is why he's saying we are rats. He said Calabar we are rats. That is what he's trying to tell you. He said we are nothing. So when Tony Nwoye was standing and talking, you need to understand what goes on in his brain. Because many of you don't understand what I'm telling you. I know what I'm trying to tell you. You need to understand what was going on in his brain. Is like we are rats, we are nothing, we are this. You understand me? So that is why he's so mad. Listen to him again. Did you hear that? He went straight to attack how Godswill Akpabio was elected as the Senate president. Do you understand that? Now, you listen to the audio I played to you. That is one of the Biafra criminals, IPOP, sending me threats and everything. I have all of it. I have his pictures and everything. I get him now. But that is even not my concern, because you see, they just look at me as somebody on social media talking and all of that. They feel like if I was in Nigeria, they would do me something. I laugh. You don't believe in making noise. You understand me? You don't believe in making noise. One thing that you should know is that for a man, like a young man like me, with my real names and my face, talking and telling you things, if I was in Nigeria, my brother, I mean, and here we man thing, I told more about thank this man do me. Oh, about say about me a feel no thing. Go on control. It's not by making noise. I've said this many times. When boys were men, where were you? It's not by me. You have made noise. You use IPOP to make noise for more than 10 years, 8 years. That Biafra is coming. You do this. You shouted. You do all kinds of things. You say you're going to stop election from happening in Imo State. You threaten everybody. You go everywhere. In fact, I remember the election period. You went to Lagos and say, MC Olomo, come out. If you come out, let us see you. So I don't even bother about your threats. You know where I am. I'm in the UK. If you come and challenge me, simple. You understand me? You can only be hiding under fake account and Facebook and be saying, okay, come and talk face to face. The other day, somebody called me. I said, come on video now. Let's talk. He ran away. My brother, It's not by doing this thing. Stop by making. We know you people, IPOP, Biafra, terrorist organization. We know already, according to the World Terrorist Index, that IPOP, Biafra is a terrorist organization. We know you people for kidnapping people, terrorizing people, threatening people. The records are there. We can give you the records of the kidnap and how many people you people have killed in the name of IPOP, Biafra. You understand me? So I don't believe you. I don't talk too much about that. But my concern is that you people continue to fail. That is the greatest thing. The people that you abuse and say, oh, they are nothing, they have defeated you. We defeated you. Can't you see? With all your followers on Facebook, on Twitter, with all your noise making, with people that you have in places using Chimamanda to write a letter to Joe Biden, doing all kinds of things, you still failed. Can't you see that you are meant to be a failure? Can't you see that you are meant to be a failure? Hmm? Huh? Can't you see that? So please, just calm down. Stop all this their noise making. When person pass you, bow down. You need to bow down to uncommon Senate president. You need to bow down to the president, His Excellency. You need to bow down to the vice president. Bow down because you are making noise. People who are achieving, they have achieved it without making noise. Are you getting? So stop making noise. Are you getting me? I hate to see people make noise of say they want to do, they cannot do it. What is the essence of you making noise? I asked a very simple question. Tony Nwoye is from Anambra North Senatorial District. Go to that place, you will cry. You will weep for the common man in the Senatorial District. And he's coming to make noise in the red chamber, wearing red cap as the red cap senators. You think that is by making noise? You understand me? It's not by making noise. You understand me? So that is the only thing they can do. Threatening people just like they have always been doing, even when I was supporting them, because they have different factions. When I was supporting this one said this one is not the real, this one is the fake. The same Igbo people, or the same group of people. That is not, I've overcome all those rubbish. That is why today we are kings and queens and we overcome the world, guys. Can't you see it? We are kings and queens and we overcome the world. That is why they are crying. So this is their latest plot now in the red chambers. The red cap senators in the red chambers, their latest plot now is to be fighting the Senate president. My brother, just like I say in my video, go ask questions who Godswill Akpabio is. Go and ask questions. What is happening to my account? Anyways, you people will continue to do whatever you want to do, but I told you people, if you don't bring down the page, it's a challenge. We are already in November, December. If you don't bring down the page, my brother, by that time we will finish all of you now. Your criminality will be exposed. You know, we saw all of them. Simon Ekpa is now sending some people to go and meet our widows in Akwa Ibom, campaigning for Biafra government in Akwa Ibom. Many of you have not seen it. I will show you a short video, but which I'm going to put it in my video. I told you people that these guys have nothing to offer. I told you people that these guys have nothing to offer. The only thing they want to steal Akwa Ibom. They tried everything. After they failed for the presidency, they want to become Senate president. They also failed. So they are so angry. Those people that they are mad. Look at it. Simon Ekpa is now bringing his boys. Look at it. Look at it. Some they send it to me. They say, "Oh, look at we collected it. Oh. Look at it. You can see his picture, his face now. Simon Ekpa is now sending people to Akwa Ibom, Okija in Calabar, to old women to be bringing a cup of rice to tell them that they should support Biafra government in exile." We are just laughing at all of you. You understand me? Yeah, we are just we are just laughing at all. Your time is coming. Your time. Everybody can now confirm that you guys are a bunch of criminals. You understand me? So my conversation today is borders on these red cap senators. What do you think? Don't worry. What do you think make these red cap senators to be so angry at Akpabio? Yusuf say in Sima, your governor need to sit well like Hope and Dave. We don't have any governor as it stands now. We don't have any governor. I've been telling you people, we are having a meeting. Don't worry. That man, what's his name? Pastor Omo, no, in Akwa. He's not Akwa. We'll kick him out very, very soon. You know, I keep telling you this. We are going to kick him out. We don't have any governor in Akwa Ibom as it stands now because he's not doing anything. You understand me? That man is not doing anything. So don't worry. We are going to kick him out very, very soon because anybody that does not do anything, anybody that is not, what are you there for? Are you there for your own personal? Do you know how many months allocation he has collected? What does he use it for? So we are going to pursue him out of that place because he's not fighting for us. Are you getting me now? So all these Biafra criminals, they are now using their brothers from Okija passing through Calabar and be disturbing our widows. Can you see? It's widows. They are going to meet widows. I will put the video on a short so that many of you will watch very well. I will upload it very soon. You understand me? They are going through Simon Ekpa. You will see the sticker of Simon Ekpa on the back of Gary, cups of Gary that they are sharing, or cups of rice that they are sharing to widows in Okija, close to Cross River. You remember all those areas is close to Ebonyi as well. And most of those boundaries, they might be speaking some Cross River language, which might not even be Akwa Ibom or Ibibio language. You get the point? But that is by the way. I'm just educating them. You understand me? Because they are so desperate to the point they want to just do anything. You understand me? So Simon Ekpa is now sending his brothers to be sharing a cup of rice, and then they put the sticker. They say Biafra government in exile. I told you that they are a bunch of criminals. Every state must understand they are a bunch of criminals trying to penetrate their state in the name of IPOP, in the name of Biafra, in the name of IPOP, Biafra, or bingos from the south. I've said this many, many times, and the people, if you make mistake, you will weep for yourself. Nobody will. You saw now, of course, you saw what happened in Bayelsa. Nobody want to see them because whenever you see Labour Party, they are the IPOP people, they are the Biafra people. Whenever you see Labour Party, nobody has given them. Because, in fact, every other place they are betraying it. You understand me? Every other place they go, you will see it now, and people will claim their mandate back very, very soon. Pressy Isaac said they are angry because they are not relevant in the house. Then I support the motion. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That is what I said that before. That they wanted to use their red cap position, red cap senators, to stop the proceedings and everything in the house, in the red chamber. But they have failed. They have discovered that men, they are going to be irrelevant. There's nothing. They cannot stop anything. This government must succeed. That is what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in any propaganda of some group of people somewhere who are bitter. You understand me? Who are bitter? I'm not. That is not my objective. So there is a huge anger in his heart, in his voice, and in everything that he said. And Godswill Akpabio should not take it for granted. You understand me? So if you watch, if you watch, many other people, they were telling him to sit down. So the question is, how come he's the only red cap senator standing up and be making that noise? There is something behind it. And every other person, they were asking him to sit down. He refused to sit down. I get me now. He refused to sit down because they have already seen it. Their plans that it's not going to work. Because now I believe there are different committees in the house, of course. And maybe he's not in support of what they are doing, whether he's not going to help them. So they have seen that, man, we need this position, but this position is not, we are not going to get this position. So they are not happy about it. These guys are the red cap senators. So from today, we are going to refer to them as the red cap senators. Do you know why? Because you will begin to see their drama coming out gradually. They will begin to execute that plans gradually. So that is how we are going to differentiate them. The red cap senators. I get it now because there are three red cap senators. Now, this is Kehinde Yusuf say these red cap senators need to be sacked by attacking the president that way. I believe that there's a sanction. There's sanction in the House. There is sanction for talking to the Senate president, or there is sanction for disobeying the law on the floor. On the floor. So I believe that they should do what they need to do. You understand? Because I've already said it that if they fail to sanction or do the right thing, if there's no consequences, people will just do anything. Why must it be this man from the southeast? Why must he be the red cap senator? There is anger in his heart. There is anger in his heart. Ade Chezie, I mean, I already know a lot of stories about Tony Owoye, but I don't want to dig deep into that conversation now. We already know the story about him. I salute you, Ada Chezie. Thank you very much. Comment on that. Olatunji said in Sima, the progressive will surely win the battle. We are moving forward. Can you imagine now in a country where it's like politicians are fighting their colleagues, and then before you know it, if you don't have a strong leadership, or if President Tinubu is not a strong leader, man, everybody will just be fighting. Before you know it, the tenor is gone, and there's nothing to write him about. And then they will not say President Tinubu failed. I get me now. So that is the plan. That is what they are trying to do. So they will be running propaganda everywhere. They are looking for everything to distract the president. That is why I say our president should stop traveling from place. You don't need to travel to attract foreign investment. Our president should calm down, stay at home, think and implement some. It's only success that will shut the mouth of all these criminals up. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. We don't need anybody going from place to place, country to country, seeking for foreign investment. We already have a lot that we need. We just need to look inward, cut out all the excesses, stop all this criminality, stop all these governors and senators and positions, political positions that are not viable, that are not contributing to the success of the country. It doesn't matter who they are. That is the only way we can move this country forward. Are you getting me now? Gerard Ntiwuka say you are very useless. If get you idiot, you're gonna I grew up very angry each time I see you. Don't worry, time will tell. No Igbo man offended you all. Of a sudden you develop hatred for Igbo people for no reason. You are a small boy. You are bitter more than you can chew. With your wide mouth, don't worry. Now, brother, when we call things out, you begin use strike. I'm not your savior, Nnamdi Kanu, who abused all the tribes in Nigeria. By that time, you did not have anything to say. Anyway, go and meet your savior in DSS dungeon. I don't have anything to talk about that one. But I'm calling Tony Owoye, I'm calling Ebuka Obi. Now you are not saying I have problem with Igbo people. You are very stupid. You are a bunch of criminals. We know all of you. You are a bunch of criminals. So now you are now using Igbo as a disguise to run away. My brother, we are all Igbos. Is that not what Nnamdi Kanu said? Nnamdi Kanu said we are all Igbos. So stop using Igbos as a propaganda. I getting into this to run away from the truth, from the criminality that you people are displaying. You understand me? What my conversation has nothing to do with any tribe. I am calling people Tony Owoye, who unfortunately is an Igbo man from the southeast, using his red cap senator as in the red, trying to confuse the people in the Senate. We know that. So stop making noise. You cannot stop us from passing the message. Are you getting me now? He said, Kehinde Yusuf say our constitution needs adjustment and need to add, because I don't understand when I heard that president cannot sack CBN governor. Who is CBN governor to president? That constitution need to change. Oh yeah, I saw some people are saying that the constitution has been changed illegally, all those things. I'm hearing some write-up like that. My brother, President Tinubu have to do what he needs to do to move this country forward. Are you getting me now? These are the same constitution have been in Nigeria for many years. We have never improved. We have never moved forward. So I don't know what some bunch of anybody that is arguing about what President Tinubu is doing is part of the bunch of criminals that have kept us in this situation. So President Tinubu needs to do what he needs to do without listening to this bunch of criminals, and move forward. That's it. Rex Anaruba said red cap senators are rebels in disguise and politically myopic non-entity. That is the truth. You are going to see it displayed very, very soon. It's coming. Don't worry. You will see everything in full force. That's why I say take note of the red cap senators, because you are going to see more of them very soon. You will see their stupidity displayed in full force. This time around, we are not going to allow it to slap. Abdul Kani Folahan said, Nsima, why can't Nigeria let the Igbo to go away from Nigeria so that we can have peace in Nigeria? Well, you should ask President that question, because me, I don't have any conversation about that. No, from my knowledge, nobody is stopping anybody from going. For example, if you are tired of your marriage, is there anybody that will stop you from leaving your marriage? Nobody stop anybody. So why are they using that one as a, if you say you don't want, you are tired of Nigeria, why are you still moving from southeast to Lagos, to Akwa Ibom, to Kaduna, to Port Harcourt? Why are you still, all of it, they're supposed to retrieve back to the southeast and build there. Is that not true? That is a sign to show that you want to leave the country. But every day we still see them migrating from the southeast. So that is to show you that this does not represent the will I say the overall decision or choice of the people from the southeast. It is only few bunch of criminals who have made themselves put themselves in a position that if anybody say anything against them, they will begin to arrest or threaten people, or kidnap people or threaten people, and just like what they are threatening me. They are threatening me because I am voicing out against their criminality. Is that not true? That is the same thing they do to people in the southeast. If you listen to the threat he sent to me, he said that if I'm in Nigeria, that they could have looked for me. I don't know if you understand. So can you imagine all the people living in the southeast, the kind of threat that they have put them? We know what happened, to the point that they even go to the market and be putting levies. They say Biafra levy. They will be taxing all the market women for Biafra levy in the market. If you see what these people are passing through, and the governors allow it to happen. People like Tony Owoye, have you ever heard any statement from Tony Owoye condemning the activities of Biafra? He is one of them. That's why I'm calling him out. You think that what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing? I'm asking a question. Have you ever heard Tony Owoye condemning the criminality of IPOB Biafra? He has not. He's part of it. So that's why I call them the red cap senators. And Godswill Akpabio must pay attention to the red cap senators. I am so much happy that they display themselves today. So that if Godswill Akpabio was sleeping because he married a Igbo woman, he will understand that it's not by marrying Igbo woman. After all, the Igbo woman that married that governor in Ondo State, look at the way the man is sick. Who knows where his sickness is coming from? Prince Bayo Olofin say Akpabio know them. That is why he's prepared for them. Adisa Baba say, good morning, my brother love. Thank you very much. Tayo say, Dino was suspended for creating a nuisance in the House of Representatives. These red cap senators will definitely get the same fate. We cannot wait. There must be consequences in President Tinubu's government. There must be consequences for committing crime, for causing problems, for running propaganda, for misinformation. There must be consequences. That is every developed or disciplined society, progressive society that wants to progress, that is the only thing that is the fundamentals. There must be consequences. If not, people will continue. How can you be shouting the way you are shouting in the Senate? People were even begging you to sit down because Senate Godswill Akpabio is from Akwa Ibom. Oh, but let us leave it there. Olatunji Nsima, the lower and upper chamber must be ready to work in order to implement federal government policies. We don't want parliamentarians who are anti-Nigerians. The red cap senators are anti-Nigerians. There is no doubt about that. You can write it in the papers or anywhere. They are anti-Nigerians. They are pro-Biafran bunch of criminals. That is it. If you don't like it, you leave it. I will give you more evidence as time unfolds. Are you getting me now? Okay, I think I've read that word already. He said red cap senators are rebels in disguise and politically myopic non-entity. Okay, yeah, this is where I stop. He said, Nsima, why can't Nigeria let the Igbo to go away from Nigeria so we have peace in Nigeria? The Igbos have never said they want to go. You understand me? I've never seen the Igbo people coming out and say they want to leave Nigeria. I've never seen it. The last time there was a debate, or was it a vote in the House, the red cap senators in the House, they rejected it. They said that they don't want to leave. They said that anybody, in fact, they voted against any division of Nigeria. That is what happened. We saw it. So I'm not seeing the Igbo people saying that they want to leave Nigeria. What I am seeing are a bunch of criminals. What they call them? They call them IPOP, Biafra government in exile, or bingo. That's why I call them a bunch of criminals. You understand me? The day Igbo people will say they don't want to be part of Nigeria, that day we will know. You will begin to see the Igbo people living from Akwa Ibom to the southeast, living from Lagos to the southeast, living from Port Harcourt to the south, living Kaduna. Do you know how many Igbos live in Kaduna alone? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Nearly 2 million Igbos. Nearly 2 million. Nearly 2 million. All in across the north. Igbos, they live everywhere. They do business everywhere. So if they want to move, you have forgotten the report last time. They were begging because when the northern group people they say, oh, they should leave, they were begging. They say they are not part of what they. So I understand that I've not seen. We want to see the Igbo people come out and say they want to leave Nigeria. Then by that time we will understand. So what is going on now? A bunch of criminals. That is why I have the audacity and the authority to call them a bunch of criminals. The IPOP, they are fraud criminals, are a bunch of criminals that must face the law and there must be consequences. Are you getting me now? Because now we have seen the atrocities. So that is my conversation. Prince said, don't worry about the red cap senators. They will deal with them shortly. No. I am just, because sometimes, Gospel Akpabio always, because he marry Igbo woman, and they will just say, my in-law, my in-law. Now, my in-law, now then they keep, man, don't talk too much. Kende Yusuf say, Insima, your governor need to sit well like Hope and Dave. Don't worry that one. That one immediately he came into office. He said he wants to give a happy hour. That is how you know that they are in the same category. I getting me now. You want to give happy hour in Akwa Ibom when people have not gotten what they want. He wants to give happy hour. You know what I mean? President Tinubu is doing a lot. In fact, so many years they have been talking about gas. The Nigeria, so many patriotic Nigerians, understand, they are beginning to happy now. They are beginning to see the reality. They are beginning to be happy. They have hope. That is why President Tinubu says a renewed hope. Of course, we saw I think the signing of the agreement in Germany, of course, and then they are hoping whatever is going to happen, maybe 2026 or some people, but there is hope. There is hope for the country. Is renewed hope. I have said it before that President Tinubu is going to, put a foundation, a solid foundation that is going to propel this country to the next level. This is what we are talking about. So today, you understand me? We saw, of course, we have seen President Tinubu in the conference that is going on in Germany and other places, giving Nigerians assurance. In fact, he has become the chief marketing officer for Nigeria. Presi Isaac say, what happened to the comment is not showing again. I've told you before that bunch of criminals, they are looking for ways to shut down the page, but they have not. Are you not seeing what they are doing to the page? So, but don't worry, it's not so. So if you can't see the comment, I'm sorry about that. Goodness, God will say, I'm trying to understand what you are saying. How will you understand? You are Biafra criminal now. How will you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying something in your favor now. You won't understand. Bunch of criminals. I'm not calling you people here. Go and get your Biafra. Keep bringing your bag of rice to be sharing to Akwa Ibom people to join your Biafra. We are seeing all of you. I think we will never learn. I've told you people will never learn lesson. You have never seen the generation like us. You call and see my small boy, Abi. You will understand very, very soon. Keep sharing your bag of rice for Akwa Ibom people in Okoja and Calabar to join your Biafra. Simon Epa, deceive yourself. Abdul say Biafra are IPOP criminals, which 90% of Igbos are Biafra. You understand me? So we have seen President Tinubu doing one of the biggest jobs that we have never seen any president done before. So this alone is supposed to be a conversation all the media are supposed to, because there's a huge difference in what President Tinubu is doing. He has gone everywhere. He's telling them he's the chief marketer of Nigeria. He's the one. He's the chief marketing officer. And he's giving assurance to every investor. I said that story has changed. We are here to make sure that things works. And this is something that people must. It's a renewed hope agenda, guys. Are you getting me now? It's a renewed hope agenda. You see, he gave assurance because just like I said, the biggest problem of Nigeria is our democracy. It's not stable. Our democracy is not stable. It's a political instability. Every 4 years, the amount of money we spend, the amount of propaganda that comes out during every election campaign period, or the amount of hatred that is rekindled in the minds of Biafra, IPOP criminals, and all of that is so causing a lot of problem every 4 years, and it has, in fact, it caused a lot of political instability to the point that before it will get settled, before different people will get, because now look at it's taking a lot of time, 5 months, 6, 8, almost 1 year after election, there are still political fight and propaganda and misinformation everywhere. So it's a lot of political instability. Then that is why we understand the need of President Tinubu, hammering, continuous hammering on this assurance of a stable democratic environment. By restating the military era syndrome tag on Nigeria is no more. He said President Tinubu, used all his mediums, to drive away the fears of prospective investors. You know, and telling them that no, we have confidence that we are going to do something differently this time around. That is what President Tinubu is all about. And we are expecting all the media houses and all their people to give this message. But you see, they keep running propaganda because they thought that what they planned would succeed, but it will never succeed. I'm going to pick up this call, guys. Hello? Yeah, I salute you. Please go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Kaizim. I'm calling from Germany.
Hello.
Yeah. Listen, I watch your program. That is repeat program. I didn't watch it live. So I watch your repeat program today, this afternoon. The one that is talk about President Tinubu. You don't really accept why he's going out of the country to go out. I think you remember the program we did.
Yeah. I say I don't understand why our political leaders always going abroad looking for foreign investment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That is good. Yes. So what I want to say is that today when I went to work, I listened to the program. So I went to work today. So when I went to work, unfortunately, one of our customers came to our company, and he saw me as a black man. He said, "Mr. Man, how are you? Fine." He said, "Where did I come from?" I said, "Nigeria." They said, "Your president is in our country," and so blah blah blah. I said, "Okay." Because then he said, they said my company, it's not his company, it means the company he works for.
Yes.
He's in Nigeria before, but 4 years ago they left.
Yes.
Then I say why? He said because of any atrocity, I think money issue, bringing their money inside and cannot even to take their money out, and then some issues. Then we talk and they say where did they go? And I say no, they decided to go to Ghana before, but they decided to come back home. So then when he said that thing, then later he told me that, but our president now is marketing our country.
Yeah.
That they are looking from far. Now they are looking what their president is saying is true. And I said, what our president is saying is true. That now Nigeria is different from what it has been 4 years ago. Now Nigeria is different because we have new administration. So he told me that they dropped 3,100 workers because they say they have like 4 companies in Nigeria. They have 4 companies.
What were they doing, sir?
So there's tech.
Okay.
Tech.
Okay. Go ahead.
Tech like that. So that's what they are doing. So they say they have qualified Nigerian that they went to school in Nigeria, which is like they study IT.
Yes.
Stuff.
Yes.
So in Nigeria, so they have so many, but they have to drop workers. So
yes.
When he told me that what our president is saying now, if they can stay on it. Now our president is that what I now see here is that our president is trying to clean the image. You know that many people are looking Nigeria now, the image that they have already damaged. The president I think the president is trying to bring that image back. So that I believe, because when you say that thing today, I get when I watch your program, I also am angry that why is the president going now? We have to stay in our country. But unfortunately, I don't know. Unfortunately, I just met that man in my working place. Asking me, so then I rethink again. You understand? And I rethink again. So that they are looking at our country from far. Now they are looking at our country from far. Because what our president is saying is true. Maybe from far they will be looking. You know what I mean? Now they will be looking while Nigeria is from far.
Yeah.
So if it's okay, maybe they are going to, because he said that Nigeria has the people to work. I don't know how to put it. Nigeria has
we have the human resources and the capacity. We have everything.
People, everything. We have everything. So we just need to put our hearts together. So I believe as the president is doing now is that I believe he will still stay at home. But this time the opportunity to market it when they call them for G20 summit and it's not marketing Nigeria only. It's marketing to Africa sometimes. If you look at him, once you talk about Africa, not only Nigeria, but
that's correct.
It's still on Nigeria.
Yeah.
So that is how we are going to see a leader. This is first time we are seeing it. Because when I think about it this afternoon, this evening, that this man is trying to market Nigeria. It's not that maybe because the image as well there, the former administration, not only Buhari, other administration have already spoiled the image of Nigeria, dirty the image of Nigeria outside. So he has to make the effort to arrange the image. This is how we are now. We are okay now. Come to my country and come and invest. Doing good. Because many companies have left Nigeria also. It's not only this man that told me that they left 4 years ago. Now this is our country. Let's bring you can come inside. Because once they come inside, it's not that maybe once they come inside, people will see a lot of job to do. And our own people too. When they see that foreign investment, you look at the MTN. When MTN came to Nigeria, that is when you stand up as Nigerian company that me too, I want to do this. Me too, I want to do this. Let me to come inside.
Yeah. You are correct. That's why I said that President Tinubu is marketing our country, right? But just like you just gave example of companies leaving the country. The reason why companies left the country because there is no a favorable environment for doing business. Sometimes there's no electricity. There's no maybe business policies that support companies and businesses and all of that. So but that is why I'm saying that we need to build, my brother. Let me tell you something. We need to build our house, our country. That is the only thing that will attract foreign investors. It's not enough to just use your mouth and be talking. What is the evidence? What can you show? What is the proof? You know, I know that there's tax reforms. Of course, the president have talked about tax reforms, which is one of the things that will attract foreign investors. And then we now have a robust judiciary system that will take, that people know that if any issue, we can take it to court and court will, resolve this thing fairly and all of that. So those are the things that will bring this. So, but we need electricity, we need security. So we need a president that will stay at home and develop this thing, my brother. Forget about this story. These people will never come and give you money. They don't like you. Just like you are saying, these people don't like you because they want to give you money. They are coming because they want to come and benefit. I get me now. So please, we need our president to stay at home, develop our country. We have brains in the country. You understand me? We have brain. Take brains, agriculture-wise, engineering. We have brains. We need leaders that will bring policies. Maybe one of these is I can show you policies in the UK that is enabling small businesses to start, individuals to start businesses, to graduate to start. That is how they support the economy of the country. Government have never created any jobs anywhere. I get me now. They create policies. They give money to people to start businesses and everything. That is how they are able to help the economy. This is what our government need to do. We stop looking for foreign. I don't expect us to be looking for foreign investment anything. I have not seen any foreign investment anything. We have the money at home. Let us do it. The kind of foreign investment I'm expecting is that we have this raw material in this country, right? We have it in Nigeria. So if we can sign a memorandum, any company coming to develop or to use it will establish their factories in the country. That is how to do it, and train our own in-house people. That is how to do it. This is how the UK is doing. This is how the US are doing. What is wrong with our leaders that they cannot think in this life? That is my conversation, guys. So I don't have much to say. Please, can you conclude? Thank you.
Yeah, so what we just need is that we need them to do. We just need our policy, our foreign policy, our foreign policy to be right to support the what they call it, support the any company that even if it's our own company, even if our own Nigerian people that open a business in Nigeria, we need the government, the policy that will support those business. Not the other way around. That now we open a business for some people. Some people that you see, I have a sister in Nigeria that anytime they want to go and buy their market in the company, every time they go there, the price goes up. Every time they go, when you ask them why, they will tell you that it's from the work, it's from the port, because everything they are putting more because of the material they are using. And this material they are bringing it from outside Nigeria. Some like our refinery that they said that we happen on December now, that they say it's going to happen. I pray that it should happen, because some of this raw material they are importing from abroad, you will see it from that crude oil, because it's part of what they are going to use. So I pray now.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Stop praying and take action, man. Thank you very much. That's what I have to tell you. I salute you. All right. Thank you very much, guys. That was a wonderful contribution as well. It is time for us to tell our government the truth. Let them stop running and going from place to place. Let them stay at home and build our country. We have so many farmers. We have so many farmers in Nigeria today. They cannot transport their goods from their farm to the marketplace. What is that? What does that take? What do you need to understand? What does the government need to understand that? Every day we keep running away and then going to look for people. Why do we so worship foreigners than our own people? Don't tell me that thing again. We need leaders that will think at home. It is at the time that we identify who we are, build our own, have value. That is when it will attract every other people to come and join us. It's not by traveling from place to place. I don't believe in that. I keep saying I don't believe in that. You understand me? I say, as I'm talking to you, we have farmers in Ondo, in Akwa Ibom, in the north. So many farmers that are ready to farm their crops. They are afraid of insecurity issues. The roads are not constructed. They don't have farming equipment. Those are the things that the government should think about. Let us squander these monies on them. You understand me? Every year, let the government think of buying equipment, technological equipment that people will use and do farming and help to produce food in the country. Every day we keep at the end of the day, we see that there's nothing that is coming out of all these foreign things. Why we have a lot of things at home? We have how many graduates do we have? Can't we train them to become useful, to start up tech companies or to do businesses that will be valuable to the country? We have farmers that are ready to farm. Farmers every day, they are crying, they are weeping. In fact, farmers now are even poor. You understand me? This one say, why are you criticizing the government now? I thought you loved them very well. This is another criminal from the southeast. Olalikan say, let's wait for next year budget before you start complaining about this government. Well, I'm not complaining about this government. You see, this is what I'm telling you is a fact. It's not a complaint about this government. We know that President Tinubu's budget will start from next year, of course, January, of course, thereabout. But we are saying that this is the things that need to be put in place. We need something different. We are used to our political leaders. Every time they travel abroad, they say they will deceive us. They say they are looking for foreign investors. At the end of it, there's no foreign investors. That was the same way Amechi did today. If people are forgetting things, man, we don't forget things. So we understand things. We don't forget things. That was the same way Amechi told us that he's going to collect money from this. He collected money and they were building things that today is not even useful. The transportation university that Amechi built in Daura, I don't know if it's useful. Is it useful? It's not useful. So that is the point. We need to begin to look inward. There are some things that we can do that people, foreigners, they will begin to look us and see that, man, there is change, there is value system. When the story is out everywhere, everybody will know there's issues of electricity is resolved, issue of insecurities are resolved, and there is no investors will just come because we are a vital, of course, important nation in the world. We have everything that we need. So they will just come naturally. You don't need to appease them. You don't need to travel to beg them. Why will you be begging for investors? What nonsense is that? I don't agree with that. You understand me? So, but I understand that President Tinubu government is different. That is why I'm saying it. Because I know that he listening to our conversations. He listening. And we want his ministers to be proactive and take action. You know, we don't want the same story to happen again. Are you getting me now? So that is my conversation on that. So yeah, so today the red cap governors, senators disgrace themselves. The red cap senators disgrace themselves and expose their mindset against the Senate president today. And hopefully, the Senate president will not take it for granted. The Senate president, Godswill Akpabio, should not take it for granted. Are you getting me now? Should not take it for granted. Bello Tajuddin Atanda say we have natural economy. Thank you. We have everything, guys. We have everything that we need. Let nobody deceive you. We have everything that we need in that country to move forward. We just need leaders that will think, that will work, in the country, not outside, to move the country forward. That is the only thing that can move the country forward. It's not too much of noise. Now let me read something to you that somebody wrote, which I think is very very important conversation in this regard. Please, if you want to call in, this is the time for you to call in because I'm not going to be doing like 2 hours today because yes. Kehinde Yusuf said, this is not complaining. We need to fix home and extend it out. But for now, we need to fix our home. If insecurity is okay, investors will come. Exactly. That is just the truth. Your home is not okay. And you say you are looking for investors. How will investors come? Where will they stay? Um, just common sense. Rex said, this is a deliberating platform. No one is complaining. We deliberate to put things right. Thank you very much for that. I am very sure the president knows what he is doing. We need to wait and see from now to next year. It will be too early to criticize. My brother, we criticize from the onset. It's not when it's bad we start to criticize. We criticize from the beginning. Akunwumi Samuel said, "What is his own cup of tea about what you say concerning your criticizing the government?" I wonder. This is our government. We criticize our government. We criticize our government. Please, we criticize our government. That is what makes us different. Yes, it's our government, but we criticize our government when we feel that something is going out of hand. That is why we are different. We criticize our government. We don't run propaganda. We don't spread fake information. We criticize our government, and we want our government to think in the direction where we are thinking. Are you getting me now? So now some people are complaining about the dollar rate and all of that, and they put it upon our president, which is completely wrong because it's not President Tinubu that has affected the dollar rate or anything. Now somebody brought this write-up, which is very very long. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do all of them. Thompson Bassi, I see you. Thank you very much for joining us. He said, in case you don't know the root cause of our problems today, please take time out to read. It's a long read, which I'm not going to read all. He said, 42 years ago, precisely 25th of July, 1980, the exchange rate was $1.80 kobo. $1 was 80 kobo. 42 years ago. This is an amazing story. 1980, that is 25th of July 1980, $1 was 80 kobo. What changed? Today, all of you know the dollar rate, yeah? But what changed? And the person is asking, are you surprised? So he now said, that is the same thing I'm telling you today. This is where the foundation of my conversation is coming from. He said, well, we were far more productive in 1980 than we are today. Do you know that in 1980 we did not have oil? We were not selling oil like that. We were not fantasizing on oil money and oil money. So in 1980, the key reasons for economic growth were as follows. Number one, we were not exporter of refined petroleum products. We were not exporting refined products. Last man standing say, why do you criticize whom you supported? See this one. This is another criminal from the southeast. No wonder the southeast is in jeopardy because their brothers is in power, so they don't want to criticize their brother. whether they steal them or whether they steal from. Look at what Alex Uti. Did you see any broadcast from any Biafra criminals, any IPOP criminal criticizing what Alex Uti did? According to the report, Alex Uti used nearly 1 billion naira for only food. He just came into office barely 3 months. 3 months spending 1 billion for food. They did not criticize him. No wonder this guy is from the southeast. I know them. You see, I told them that whether you change your name, whether you use fake name, or from what you say, we will know who you are. I get it. He said because I supported President Tinubu, so I'm not supposed to criticize him. That is a mentality of IPOP, the Afro criminal from the southeast. That is a mentality of Obingos from the southeast. They are a bunch of criminals. That's why if you go, you will never see anything succeed. Go to the southeast, there's nothing to write to. And you will never see them criticize any of their leaders. Have you seen it? No way. They will not talk about it. They will be busy talking about, if they don't talk about Tinubu, they will talk about Lagos. They will talk about Akwa Ibom. They will talk about Wike. They are not talking about their own. I said Alex Uti, a newly appointed or selected governor in Abia State, just spent nearly 1 billion just for food, for the cost of food, for 3 months. They did not talk. They did not say anything about it. They didn't say anything about it. They say I should not. Why should I not criticize my government? This is the government that I love. That's why I criticize them. Okay. So now you say number one. In 1980, we were more productive. Dollar was $1 to 80 kobo because we were not exporting refined products. Today we import all refined product petroleum. It's not even refined. All our crude oil. You understand me? Before now, we were using our locally assembled cars, buses, and trucks. Peugeot cars in Kaduna, Volkswagen cars in Lagos. I don't even know if Volkswagen was owned in Nigeria, but those are the local kind of cars or cars that were available then. But now, of course, technology is everywhere. You don't expect people to still be using the old kind of cars. You understand me? But there was a company that was producing all those things. Leyland produced trucks, buses in Ibadan, and Anamco in Enugu also produced buses and trucks. So we had companies producing our own cars and trucks that we were using in Nigeria as at that time. Now, they say there's another one. I don't know the name of this company. This is Steya or whatever. In Bauchi, produced agricultural tractors. And it was not just assembly. We were producing many of the components. Do you see it? Today, who is producing tractors anymore? Farmers don't even have things to use to farm anymore. Vono products in Lagos produce the vehicle seats. Exit in Ibadan produce the batteries, not just for Nigeria, but for the entire West Africa. Isoclass and TSG in Ibadan produce the windscreen, the windshields. Ferrodo in Ibadan produce the brake pads and discs. Dunlop, of course, these are not really Nigerian-owned companies, but these were companies that were in Nigeria before. Dunlop produced tires in Lagos and Michelin tires were produced in Port Harcourt. I remember those days. At least I grew up and I met with Michelin. I remember Michelin, Dunlop, those are the ones I knew. And I mean tires produced from rubber plantation located in Ogun, Benin, and Rivers State. So all those our rubber plantations, what are they? Do we still have even rubber plantations anymore? We were listening to radio and watching television set assembled in Ibadan by Sanyo. Is it Sanyo or whatever? We were using refrigerators, freezers, and air conditioners produced by Thermocoal and Debo. We were putting on clothes produced from the UNTL textile mills in Kaduna and Chela Arms in Lagos. They were not from imported cotton, but from cotton grown in Nigeria. Now, let me just stop here. And this is the kind of things I'm talking about, because I'm talking about investors. Now, the kind of investors I'm looking at are investors who will come and establish their factories in the country to use our raw materials in Nigeria. That is how every other country is succeeding. How can we be transporting our raw materials to somewhere else to refine it and bring it back? But I believe that, of course, we're already resolving those issues. But you see, this is the only investment that we need. Investment where any factory or any manufacturer will come and set up their factories in Nigeria, use our own raw materials, thereby, which our own, it will affect because of our food and everything, and our own indigenous people will be trained in the country, and that is how we move the country forward. Any other investment or investor you are talking about is nonsense, man. I can assure you, this is how it's done everywhere. We have the raw materials. So we only need, and we don't just even need anybody else. We need to train our own youth, give them the money, the resources that they need, to to be able to establish everything because they can do everything. Look at our youth in the music industries because music industry they can be able to afford maybe the software and the equipment and the connection and they're already producing it. Is it not? So the reason why some people cannot produce, maybe go into manufacturing proper because the cost, the cost of getting those machines are too much. The cost to buy those machines are too much. So look at our. You use the music industry, the movie industry, which is the Nollywood, to as example, even the comedy industry. Check out those ones are the industry that we don't need equipment, we don't need much materials. Of course, there's a certain things you need to if you need to become so big, you need all those things. But you see, you can start without anything. That is, you can see. So we have already brain ideas, technologies, people that are ready to do this thing, but because they can't just do it because of the amount, large amount of money that is involved and some regulations that is involved. Are you getting me now? So that is what we want the government to come back home and think of how to empower the youth. Over 70% of Nigerian youth are graduates, 70% of the Nigerian population are graduates, are youth that are ready to work. This is we need to design a program that will absorb our youth. And then somebody say investor when they come they will give you job. How many jobs can they give? That's not what we need. You might not like my conversation, but this is the truth. You understand me? So now our water was running through pipes produced by Kwali Pipe in Kano and Duraplast in Lagos. Our toilets were fitted with WC produced in Kano and Abeokuta. We were cooking with LPG gas stored inside gas cylinders produced at the NGC factory in Ibadan. Our electricity was flowing through cables produced by the Nigerian Wire Cable Ibadan, No Nokako in Kaduna, and Cable Metal in Lagos and Port Harcourt. We had Bata and Lena stores producing the shoes we were putting on. The shoes were not from imported leather, but from locally tanned leather in Kaduna. We were mainly flying in our airways, the Nigeria Airways, to most places in the world. The Nigeria Airways was about the biggest in Africa at at the time. Most of the food we ate were grown or produced in Nigeria. We were producing all of the above and many more in 1980. Today we import almost everything. Isn't that alarming? The lies, the source, okay, nah, yes, of course, because of our importation rate, it has affected the source. Is the source of the terrible exchange rate that we are experiencing today. And everyone reading this has a critical role to play in reversing this ugly trend. We have been talking about these problems for ages. It is not enough for us to complain about the exchange rate or point out what others are not doing or are failing to do. The key questions are: what are we producing now? What role are our so-called leaders and politicians of today playing? And that is why I supported President Tinubu, because President Tinubu understand this. Tayo say what exactly was coming from Southeast because nothing was mentioned coming from the Igbo region. They will tell you that they produce palm kernel. They will tell for that one, every region had something. Every region had something. That is the truth. Every region, of course, that time the old Eastern region was part of the Southeast, so they will boast of the palm oil, the cocoa from the coastal region and all of that. But you understand? But every region has something. You understand me? Somebody say we are forever shying away from responsibility, whereas it is a stark reality to do that. If we don't deal with it, it won't go away. In fact, it will get worse. To our politicians, if you don't have the capacity to reset Nigeria to what it was at least back in 1980, then please stay in your house and don't waste our time. Enough is enough. This is this is a very important conversation. That is what I'm saying. So I understand that some people may not like it because some people will think that saying the truth will affect. No, it's not. President Tinubu understands it and is listening, and we want his team of people to think. There are so many youth in Nigeria, so many graduates in Nigeria that are looking for opportunities. I said the way to know it, just look at the Nollywood industry, look at of course, the comedy and the movie industry, the music industry. You can see how we are doing best with little resources. So it means that if the government look inward and stop running to foreign countries looking for investment, we are going to move the country forward. We were producing our own food. We have the capacity. We still have the same soil. We have everything. We need our government to come in and stop deceiving us that they are going abroad to bring to waste our money abroad. They are looking for foreign investors. No, we have youth and people that are ready to to start up this thing and to move the country forward. That is the only way forward. Are you getting me? That is my conversation tonight, guys. I want to open the line. If you want to call in, you are free to call in right now. But if you don't want to call, there's no problem. My conversation remains that we need proactive leadership. We need to begin to look inward. Made in Nigeria product is the only way out. And for that to happen, we need electricity. We need, of course, security issues to be resolved, and then agriculture should be our priority. Are you getting me now? So that is the only thing. We stop running away from our country and looking for help somewhere because help will not come from anywhere. Are you getting me now? We are the one to help ourselves. Are you getting me now? We are the one to help ourselves to move the country forward. That is what I know, and that is what I believe. And looking at history and looking from where we came from, that is what was a success. That is what gave us the status that we were before, where many foreigners came to Nigeria. Today we still see some Indians, some British people, they are still coming. But then, people talk about what do they talk about expatriate. That is something else that is killing the country. Where they get money from Nigeria, but they don't receive the money in Nigeria. They receive money in their foreign account. Therefore, they don't pay tax in Nigeria. That is the biggest problem as well. I salute you. Please go ahead.
Good evening.
I salute you, sir.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, my contribution tonight, I've been listening to you and you're making a vital point. Understand? At this moment, there's something they call economic competition between Asia and Westerners right now.
Yes.
And all eyes on Nigeria, especially,
Yes.
and some African countries.
Yes.
Because the Westerners they lost the battle to Asia and Russia, and now they have been having the meeting because since Westerners left Africa for a long time, not that they left fully, but they are not active like before, like 80s and 90s. So during their absence, China came in and took over Africa from their hand, and now they want to invest in Africa because they are not been letting us down to give us charity and things.
Yeah.
Why China is helping us build some of our little thing we want. So now they want to inject multi-billions of dollars into Africa. Nigeria is their number one agenda because of our mineral resources and Congo as well. So right now, honestly, the insecurity, I want our farmers to go back to farm again and encourage our younger youth that wandering around the street, coming on social media, they don't know how to express themselves. All what they know is to just cause their father or their mother on social media and causing a lot of issues. If there's a job for them, I think they will be more serious. Number one, we have Proforce company at Abeokuta. We are, is it in Ogun State, sorry. We have, is it Ezeogu military store something, the East. We have innocent vehicle.
Yes.
So all these people can produce a lot of military gadgets. Number one, we don't have nothing in our military. Like before, police department, they don't have nothing. A lot of police stations don't even have a ammo tank anymore. They need to try as much as possible, go into, have a good partnership with these people so they can send all these things to our police department in every state. And all these governors, they have a lot of things to do. They are not helping the matter. They're supposed to launch their own vigilante, even though if they don't allow them to have a gun, at least they will be a whistleblower and inform police that okay, we find so person, suspicious person at their domain, and police will come immediately. And if they can reward them, they have to, because all these farmers need to go back to farm. Number one, and Okay, all our cocoa have already died in our bushes. Understand? In our farmland, all those cocoa they are all dry off. Even though some of them have seed, nobody want to go to farm anymore. What happened to afforestation? We need to plant a lot of tree back. Okay, in a place like Calabar now, Ondo State, part of Ekiti, and some eastern part of Nigeria, we need to plant a lot of palm tree back. And all these youths, give them acres of land so they can plant a lot of cassava and maize back. If there's food, understand that one will support the poverty in the land. Understand, they have to do a lot of things to help our people out of poverty. That the population of Nigeria is huge, and no amount of charity and aid can help us anymore. So the insecurity, they need to tackle it and let us go back to the farm. And that is the only first solution to Nigerian problem right now before the investor will come around. We have a lot of things. The road network is bad. Why do we have, Ondo State have the second largest bitumen in the world? What's wrong with that bitumen? So can be the road. Work in Ondo State alone is enough for the whole Nigeria. Understand?
Yes.
The road in Ondo State is enough for the whole Nigeria. What happened to Ajaokuta State Company? Give us at least do something. We have to do something. The Iron oil is there. It's wasting. The first ceramic in Ondo State is there. It's wasting. Okitipupa oil palm is there. It's all wasted. Oluwa glass is there. It's not functioning anymore. A lot of country, a lot of factory, companies in Nigeria that is indigenous, they are all died. They are all dead. The government have to introduce bailout to all these things and help privatize it, sell it to all these billionaires, all these politicians that stole our money, sell it to them. When it belongs to them, they will be more serious than to take all out. Okay, we are going to forgive them. Let us forgive them. Bring our money back and invest. We are not letting them anymore. Bring this billion back home and invest and revive all these dead companies. You understand what I'm saying now?
Correct.
Forgive them. They should bring that money back, repatriate the money back home, and use it to revive all these companies here and there. Privatize it to them, and then they'll be more serious. See, Giant of Africa, we don't even have our own airline. The ordinary Uganda, that is not even better than Ondo State, have their own airline. With the population of the immigrant from Nigeria. In Lagos State, they're not supposed to have the airline, just Lagos State. Because millions of people are passing through that international airport on daily basis. Why can't Lagos State go into partnership with big corporate company like Qatari or whatever? Bring this plane here, like 10 is enough at first. And they're going to make their money. Nigeria are traveling on daily basis. And they will make millions of dollars within a year. So we have problem. The train line supposed to, train tracks supposed to be working all over Nigeria.
Correct, sir.
Most of the containers from Lagos, some of them go to the east, some of them go to the north. Why can't we have a cargo train that go all the way to Odisha or Abia State straight?
Mm-hmm.
And have a dry land depot there. So all containers we should be assembled in one of the states over there, and then they will network it to the other state. We have to reason like normal human being. On all these miscreants that are coming online fighting Tinubu, it's not about Tinubu, it's all about ourselves, our tomorrow. Tinubu will be there and we will be gone. I was watching some idiots online saying they want to scramble the economy, they want to destroy the. Well, when you destroy the economy, is it not going to affect me and them?
I wonder.
We all have family back home. It's a bitter truth. We send money to them on daily basis. But when it's hard for them, it's going to hard for us because they won't let us breathe at the end of the day. They will be complaining, they will be calling us every second, this happened, that happened. And you're in abroad with your civilization, with your exposure, you say you don't want Nigeria to function because you're in abroad. When civil war starts tomorrow, you talk about running go back home. Because the world is sick now. There's war everywhere, and anything can happen. If Third World War happened today, are we not going to go back to where we came from? That is the bitter truth. As people say, Nigeria, this and that. When you swear for Nigeria, you swear for yourself. When you say Nigeria is going to collapse, you are going to collapse too. That is it.
Exactly.
If you say that Nigeria will not work, your life will not even work at the end of the day. Unless you are not from Nigeria. So reason like normal human being, Nigeria is bigger than any one of us. Nigeria is more than important than any one of us. Because Nigeria has been there and is still there and is still going to be there tomorrow.
Correct.
So why are we doing this to ourselves? American lifestyle is even worse than American lifestyle is even worse than Africa or Nigeria. America that can go out now, you may not even come back home in evening because straight bullets.
Of course.
You can be attacked. So all what we have to do now, everybody, every region, we have to come back together as a team and fight insecurity and go back to farm first before any investor comes in. And that is the bitter truth.
That's the truth, sir.
All what they are doing, this. Fuck Obi, fuck any one of them. Nigeria is bigger than them. If anything happened to them, a lot of eminent people died in Nigeria and they call them hero. Soldier go, soldier come, Barack remain the same. Because you hate someone, you hate one tribe. Okay? Some Indians said, you don't give us Biafra. Go now. If you know that you're tired of Nigeria, you take your backpack from wherever you are in another region and move back home. And when you get back home, God will say to come back home gradually, one by one.
Exactly.
And start developing your region. But for you to come online and destroy the image of Nigeria and say rubbish about Nigeria, whosoever that involved in such thing, their life will never be the same name. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Because that is our home. That is our home. Nigeria will never be a cemetery forever. We have all resources in our part. I'm not condemned. But some idiot, educated illiterate, that can't go against Nigerians, not because of Obi, you can't go against your own country because of one man. Out of 200 million population, because of one man, you want to destroy the destiny of 200 million Nigerians. Thunder will fire them wherever they are tonight.
They're already fired.
What's wrong with them? That is our home. And what that we are today, we are not even free. They don't like us. And no country even like Nigerians.
Mm-hmm.
How many African DSF like Nigerians? Because of Grammy Award now, the whole Ghana are fighting and causing a lot of trouble already because of ordinary Grammy.
Grammy Award, though.
Don't have anything to do with them. Don't have anything to do with them. See the way they are crying or lying or babies. Talking that something happened and we move to Ghana. What will happen to us at the end of the day?
Oh. That one, eh?
Just because of music, South Africa don't like us the same way. Kenya the same way. They are complaining about Nigerian men here and there. They are taking their wives. So what if Wala happen tomorrow? Who is going to accommodate us? And so all this all this young generation with empty brain that's supposed to sit down, how to work on it highway or AI, artificial intelligence. They don't do that. All what they do is to come on Twitter and be writing someone that can't even clean your shoe, pointing you out. Someone that you will feed him and his generation will be cursing you are like you are his mate.
Yeah, they will fail.
That's crazy. They need to rethink, they need to sit down and use their number 6 brain. Like, how are we going to push this country forward? What can I contribute? What is my own quota to push to move this country forward? It will start from planting maize cassava. That is it. When we have enough food, like in those days, everything will be good for us. That is number one. So that's my own contribution. I don't know what to say anymore. But what I know is that Nigeria still remains the best country in the world. Nigeria is the only place that when you broke, you can go to your friend's house without notifying him. And when you get there, you eat them. And okra soup.
At the end of the day,
But
you
in
will find.
abroad, you can't go to someone's house without notifying him 2 days or 3 days ahead. When you broke in abroad, nobody to rescue you. It's easier for us to send money to Nigeria than for you to see. Bro, in the UK where you are, if someone says, "Oh, my brother, send me 20, I need money," you can easily send 20 pounds. That 20 pounds is like 20,000 plus. But in London, you can't find someone to give you 50 pounds. Never.
No, nobody gets.
It will never happen. In America, nobody can give you $100 for free. You don't know how much we remitted in last year. Over 50 billion. But no, 20 billion last year. Egypt is number one, 34 billion. Ghana there is 4 billion. Because those one like to do competition with us. They don't know that all their success and their destiny is not even up to Lagos. Rubbish. This is that all of us have to come together. This man is just we have abundant. You see, not there. God bless them abundantly.
Yes.
Northern Nigeria.
Yes.
What they have here, they can use it to turn Nigeria around. What Ondo State have here, they can use it to turn Nigeria around. What Imo State have there, what they just discovered in Imo State right now, it's enough for the whole country. In the next 50 years, every Nigeria is supposed to be enjoying what they have here in Imo State. Yeah? That dance. I know they don't have much oil in the east. But what they have here, even though what Akwa Ibom have here, you know how much oil they are producing every month? That one is enough. Even the tourist attraction, if you have smart government, the tourism is enough. We have different beautiful places. All what you have to do is to turn it around. We need to think ahead of the future. What's going to happen in the next 30 years? Why have already achieved that? If we run out of oil, tourism will be the major income at the end of the day. What does Egypt have? God, that's Nigeria.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your contribution. Okay, guys, that's a wonderful contribution. That was a wonderful. I think we these 2 calls today is enough. These 2 calls today is enough to to address that issue. You understand me? We are calling on the government, to look at all these areas, the ministers, because I know that President Tinubu is not going to do it alone. Of course, the ministers in these ministries that we have mentioned. We have minister of agriculture. We have minister of everything. So they should look at all these things and think of a way out. I can tell you that our success depends at home. It's not abroad. We can't attract anybody abroad if we cannot make our home homely. Are you getting me now? We need to make sure that the insecurity issues are over. People can go back to their farms. The road leading to the farms, they should build the roads that lead to the farms. We have these monies. The state governors should do what they are supposed to do. And then electricity issues resolved. Today we should be ashamed of ourselves still talking about electricity problem. It's so in fact sometimes I don't even know how to keep my mouth to even mention it. Those are the issues. Somebody said to me, what is that question? Kendi Yusuf said, "You are right. Even my side, no one give you any. Oga, wear your cap now. Fake name. Okay. Red cap senator don't swallow colos. On colos. Red cap senators. Anyways, they have done their own bit. Whatever they came to do, they have finished. Let us see how it plays out. Okay. Anyways, so guys, that is our conversation. We pray for our president for more wisdom, knowledge, good health, of course, to make the right decision, to select the right team of people to work with him to bring success. Because man, it's not going to be easy. You need this is not something that can be achieved in 2 years or 3 years. It has to be, maybe 5 years, 10 years, 20 years time for this success to happen. That is why we need continuity in government. We need stability, stability economy or political stability. Um, investment in our youth, in our population, human resource. This is one thing that they always forget. Nigerian government always talk about investment of infrastructure. They forget about investment in human capacity that we have. We are one of the greatest country with a lot of human resources, human capacity. Man, this is the biggest investment. So we have always been missing that area, and because we have been missing, the government has been missing human investment in our youth, in our human resources. That is why we have also failed, because we need to invest in human resource, and that includes education, training, mindset, change of mindset. You understand me? In our human capacity, right? Human capital is very important. Yes, which is our the youth. We have lots of youth and people to make sure that job is possible. So that is what is missing. So this government should also focus on investing in our youth, in our people, in our resources, human being. That is the greatest investment, and that is what is lacking. That has every government have missed it. Ever since I've become a somebody or a human being like adult in Nigeria, I've never heard them invest in our youth, human capacity, human investment, human resources. I've not heard it. They always say they want to invest in road, construction, cars, this and that. At the end of the day, there's nothing. We can't see anything. Let them invest in the youth, invest in our human capacity. That is the way forward. Stop moving about, going forward. All these things will not move the country forward. I can tell you guys. We need to invest in the youth, the so-called youth that have missed their way. They don't have value. They don't even understand how a nation building is and how to work together. Their responsibility to build it for nation building. That is why we are missing it. Are you getting me now? Do you know why in the UK it's difficult for you to see any British or any UK person travel out of the UK? Do you know why? It's because the government have already invested in them such that they are happy to stay. Even some of them during of course holiday they travel out, go holiday, but they are happy to stay to contribute to their country, to pay tax and everything. All these systems are put in place to contribute for the growth of the country. That is what is missing. We don't have it. That's why I've always been talking about systems and tools. We can't finish this conversation in one day, guys, but we will still continue this conversation. But we understand what is going on. You understand me? All those bunch of criminals, the only thing that is in their head, the only thing in their head is Biafra. You're a bunch of criminals. If we catch you, just like we started catching them now, coming to Akwa Ibom to come and steal Akwa Ibom. IPOP is coming to Akwa to come and steal Akwa Ibom. Biafra criminals in exile. They want to come and steal. They are sharing one cup of rice with Simon Ekpa sticker on it. Shame on all of you criminals from the southeast. Anyways, that is my conversation, guys. We pray for the patriotic Nigerians to continue to be strong and healthy. Uh, you know, so that to support this government. And that is our prayers, guys. That's our prayers. Um, that is our prayers, and we believe that with all our support, this government is going to be a success. That's it. There's no Jupiter. There's no plan of all these people, Obingos. All of them it will fail. It will fail big time. You understand? Because Jacobin is on the throne. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for sharing, and thank you for your comment as well. Of course, you know my name. My name is Akbarawa Isima, the first son of Idu and from Akwa Ibom. Our job is to make sure that we continue to fight in order to protect and to defend our land. Remember, we are kings and queens, and we overcome the world. That's why we keep on winning. All right, guys, stay blessed and bye for now. The City Boy have defeated all defeatables. That's it. Bye bye for now, guys.